Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You ever have one of those weekends where you just can't seem to get anything done? Well, that's what's going on with the truck right now. So as some of y'all watched my last video, you know that we're down to one project truck. If you want to know more about it, go watch the last video on why I made those decisions. Things are in flux and changing constantly. But the Ranger's still what's getting done. It's fighting me right now. But I was hoping it would be charge the battery, crank the truck, put some air in the tires that have big holes in them and are going flat really quickly, and roll it forward off of where it was at. You know, just move it a little bit and then get it in the air. Ended up being a nightmare. I broke a winch. By the time it was done, I was come alonging it and had to get plywood to fix it. Like I got pictures, I'm gonna edit them in. You know, it was a nightmare. Like, I put it in the air and thought the ground was solid enough to hold it, and because I'm working on it in a different spot than I usually do, it most definitely wasn't. The truck almost fell on me. The jack stand sunk into the dirt. It was interesting. We're not going to give up. We're going to get it. Got to get a few more parts to fix what I believe, and I say believe because I haven't pulled the trans out yet. I got it in the air. I got the tires off. A friend took them to where he works. He's putting new tires on for me. Bought the rubber. He's just mounting and balancing them for me, which is helping me out quite a bit. I really appreciate it. And we're going to keep at it. The only other change that's coming right now is I keep calling the truck Project Castlevania, and I had ideas and things I wanted to do, and I figured with the new animated series that, you know, we could end up with some cool new stuff, and it would reinvigorate, and I'd be able to get some pictures, and it's not happening. Everything I'm finding is the animated artwork, and I want more of the old school 90s video game vibe artwork to it. The point of this truck is to have fun and have an enjoyable, fun little truck that's a sport truck. You know, it's not going to have a 1,000 horsepower motor for going straight. This is something I want to handle, go around corners well, things like that. So that's where we're going to be at with it. So I'm in between two different themes now. Splatoon is one. My daughter really likes it. It's bright and colorful. I think it'd be kind of fun to do with some 90s graphics, and it looks like I can find a whole bunch of Splatoon stickers for certain parts of the vehicle and stuff like that. The other one is just 90s Nintendo, you know, or Nintendo theme. So think Mario, Legend of Zelda, somehow put that together, kind of like a Nintendo's Captain Nintendo comic book or something. It'd be something along those lines. I'm kind of wanting to be more focused because it'll tie things together a little better, I feel like. But man, I got a lot of Nintendo stuff just laying around, so we'll see what happens. I kind of like the Splatoon just because of the bright colors, so I'm leaning that way, but you know, we'll figure it out when we figure it out. Right now, the important part is getting the stuff put on the truck. For people wondering, things left to buy for the truck: bucket or race seats. So I still need to get those, the rails to mount those to the truck. I'm looking into a harness bar. I'd like that. And then all the stuff to put the truck together and get it back on the road. As far as lube, there's some freeze plugs that I'm going to reutilize in the transmission. What I believe happened with the old transmission is the old little Mazda transmissions they put in those, which is the M5R1 transmission for the 5-speed. It's got these 3 holes in the back of it. linkage holes or shaft holes or something. Basically, they plugged them with these little rubber plugs. Well, after 15, 20 years of heat cycling from a hot motor exhaust and being underneath the truck, that rubber starts to get hard. Well, it gets hard and they either fall out or they just allow a lot of leakage. And man, when I drained it, there just was no fluid in it. I got like half a quart out of a 4 or 5 quart system. So that's what happened in that scenario, more than likely. I kept trying to reseal the top of the shifter, thinking that it was leaking from around that, and could not get it to seal no matter what I did. And I was just trying to seal the wrong thing. I mean, I tried sealing that, I tried to seal the tail shaft. What I needed to do was pull the transmission apart and pull those rubber seals off and either fill them with silicone or cap them with the caps. So I'm probably going to do the cap route. I thought about pulling it apart, tapping and dyeing it, but looking at it, it doesn't look like the holes go all the way through. It looks like they're for inputting the shaft that your shifter, your forks move on, is what it looks like. So to do that, I'd have to press the shafts out, it looks like, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cap them with the freeze plugs. They're metal freeze plugs. They'll last forever on that truck. The body will rust away before the plugs do, especially since they're not dealing with antifreeze or anything like that. So we'll do that, some silicone, pop them in there, and be done with it, move on with my life. But that's where we're at. It doesn't look like the truck's going to be ready for my trip to Florida. But hey, it's all about doing little bits at a time, right guys? So get this thing, like I said, it's in the air now. I can start working on it now, and that's going to be the plan. My daughter understands I'll be working on it, so hang in there. This will be the, like I said, this is my goal, is in the next couple of months to have this truck, everything I got on it installed, back on the ground. And then what'll be left will be adding the seats and the hydraulic handbrake. And then we should have a good time with the truck. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. I just wanted to do a quick update video. Some videos are coming for me where I'm actually going to be working on the vehicle, guys. Right now it's just easier for me to do this than try to set videos up and shoot them. And then of course, once the truck is running, we're going to get all kinds of videos. I was going to ride my Road Glide to the Tail of the Dragon in April. If that does not, if my daughter gets to stay with me all the way through the summer, I'm not riding from Arkansas to Carolina with my daughter on the back of a motorcycle. I feel like I could safely do it, nothing would happen. But on the event of what if something happened, it leaves me in a bad spot. So what will happen in that situation is we will be taking the Ranger to the Tail of the Dragon. Yep. And I'm going to load the Grom in the back of it, and we're going to rock the Grom while we're at the Tail of the Dragon. So y'all have a wonderful day. Oh, and we may bring the drift trikes to the Tail of the Dragon if I got to bring my truck. So anyway, you guys hang in there, have a good time. Speaking of drift trikes and being a kid, it was the 90s again at my house. I hope y'all enjoyed the picture of me bunny hopping a scooter. It's the first time I've done that a very, very long time. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.